This is TW Battles doing online commentary for Napoleon Total War. I am the Russians and my opponent are the French. Let's take a look at my army here. I have a unit of Cossack cavalry, some Jaegers, 3 units of Opolcheny, about 5 to 6 units of musketeers, and those are your basic line infantry unit. Let's take a look at my general staff here real quick. There's a look at them. Bunch more musketeers, and you can see they're already taking some artillery shots. My grenadier unit have lost already 23 men just as the battle starts there. I'm going to start to advance forward before I lose more. The elite lifeguard foot, another unit of Russian Jaegers, make that 2 more on that wing. Some heavy cavalry, lifeguard horse, and some Cossack cavalry. Let's take a look at the French army. In the back here we have some 6-inch howitzer, a unit of Voltigeurs, they're a skirmishing unit, some Chevet lancers, some National Guard unit, a unit of the very elite Old Guard, also elite Young Guard, some Grenadiers of the Line, great melee unit, and in the middle here they have basic line infantry units, Fusilier of Line. There's a look at the general staff, and you can see here they deployed in the water, not too deep, a couple of feet of water, but their feet are going to be very cold right around mid-battle. You can see that was a hidden unit that just disappeared on me. Another unit of skirmishers, the Voltigeurs, some 6-pounder foot artillery, and some dragoons. Okay, I'm advancing my forces down the hill here. Let's take a look. On my right, I am bringing down my Opolcheny, a unit of Cossack cavalry, and some Jaegers. And I'm advancing the rest of my force down the middle. You can see the whole time I'm under some heavy artillery fire. I lost a lot of men already before firing a shot. Some of my musketeers getting up there from that shock. They'll be getting back into the battle. And I'm just trying to advance my units as quickly forward here as I possibly can to limit the damage that artillery can do to me. Okay, I mean, standing toe-to-toe with the French army, not necessarily a good idea. The Russians aren't very good, with shooting their weapons. They're not very accurate. Their range isn't very good, but they are a good melee army. And at some point in this battle, I would definitely like to use my melee skills to. You can see I'm already getting routed in the middle there by the musketeers, going up against these Fusiliers of the Line, running about 4 deep. And they're basically camping there, this army. They haven't moved at all, so they've been getting shots on my army the whole time. That's an advantage to having to charge in. You can see a bunch of Frenchmen there making some snow angels in the snow. There's a few more going to join in on the fun. Okay, some nice artillery strikes there, ripping some holes in the Grenadiers' lines. And here's some of the Young Guard and the Old Guard. Nobody in their range yet, so they're not really firing yet. And there's my 2 units of cavalry in the background. So I'm going to try and advance. Oh, there's a nice artillery strike. Oh, there's bodies flying right there. Wow. That's my elite lifeguard foot. If I had noticed that earlier, I certainly would have moved them out of that area. But again, large map. I have a lot of soldiers, over 4,000 soldiers here to manage, so I was probably managing the other end of the map there. You can see very quickly here my right center is entirely decimated. A lot of my musketeer units have routed. I'm advancing my Cossack cavalry here on the right to take on some of their cavalry. I'm advancing my Opolcheny. You can see some frame rate drop out here. There's so many guys on this battlefield right now that with my video card, my computer tends to struggle just a little bit. But on the bright side, my video card just bit the dust on me. So I will have a faster, more powerful video card coming in. So I should have no trouble with, even battles of this size in the future. Okay, you can see the French are advancing some of their units forward here, kind of pushing the initiative. They have been able to rout a lot of my troops, so looks like they're pushing forward here. You can see some fantastic artillery barrage going on there. A lot of my guys falling, but standing true, still firing some volleys into the French lines. And there's some of my musketeers. And I'm doing pretty good on the left and the center here, and I'm going to push the initiative here and bring some of my cavalry units in to take out their artillery. And because I lost so badly on my right center, I need to win the left here, so I'm pushing my Cossacks in and my other cavalry unit, and I'm going to try and take out this French Lancer unit. And I'm going to try and apply some pressure on this side and roll up the flank on this side if I can, so at least I can win on this side of the battlefield. You can see I did a little slow-mo here. We have 2 units, both with the overhead Lancer type of action, very glorious. You can see they have much nicer unis than me, but we're the Russians, we got beards. We don't have the budget probably the French army has, so it is what it is. But you can see here a nice little battle between these two, and my guy got the best of that exchange, actually taking out 2 guys right there. And I really love these close-ups, slow-mo. You can see I pretty much devastated their unit with my 2 units, and I'm going to keep advancing these in. I'm going to attack that Vodiger skirmishing unit right there, get them to rout, and that should pretty much start to even up this battle a little more. Okay, I'm rushing a musketeer unit over here to face that French infantry. Right where they routed all my troops in the right center there, I'm trying to fill the hole with some of my other troops. I'm bringing some of my Opelcheny over. They're being attacked by the Dragoons heavy cavalry, and you can see me bringing my Cossacks in there to try and pinch in on those Dragoons. If the Russians are anything, they're a good melee fighting army. Unfortunately, this is my basic militia unit, and they have a very low morale, so I can see them starting to falter here and potentially rout should they lose too many more troops. But they're doing a great job. They have some numbers here for the time being, and hopefully they're able to hold out. A little slow-mo here to get a look at some of this action. I especially like the slow-mo and cavalry fights. And you can see my Opelcheny, even though they still have well over 300 guys there, starting to rout. Okay. You can see the French trying to pinch in on this side, trying to divide my forces, since they broke that right center. And you can see I'm winning pretty decisively on my left. So at some point I'm going to swing those soldiers around and face the French trying to pinch in on me. You can see my cavalry is taking out the artillery, the Vodiger units, and I'm going to keep pressing this cavalry towards the French center to see what I can do to rout some more units. I can see I have a routing unit there that looks like they stopped routing, and I have to spin them around and get them back in the battle. And there's a look at my general unit getting a good view of the battlefield. Okay, let's take a look here. I had formed square here because I saw this French cavalry unit coming in, and ever since I went square, they halted their charge. Looks like they're gonna just kind of hang at a distance there. I'm gonna bring my Opelcheny forward, see if I can get some volleys off on this cavalry. They are a heavy cavalry unit, so they should be able to withstand a good barrage here. But against my 2 units, hopefully I can get them to rout. You can see the French have also brought some of their forces in to attack my right. So they're pinching towards my right, and they're also pinching other forces in towards my left. So my forces are effectively split right now, but that's not going to stop me from my game plan at this point, which is to roll up their their right flank. So you see here I'm bringing in some of my cavalry against the elite young guard, second only to the old guard as an elite unit in the French army. They're very strong fighters. But you see here I have some numbers, and hopefully I can get this unit to rout so I can use my cavalry elsewhere. And it looks like they are routing there.